Target is lower by half.
Approaching 10 meters of separation between Progress and Poisk.
Visually, the range is about 10 meters. It's showing as 12,009 is the range rate, and the crosshairs are basically aligned. There is a little shift to along the yaw axis, a little bit shifted to the right.
The International Space Station in Progress, now passing off the northeast coast of Brazil.
In Ichishima.
Everything looking good.
The target is in the middle, and the crosshairs are aligned, and the shift, the misalignment is very, very minor. Inaudible. The video is not very clear. I am continuing to monitor. The target is a little lower by half a cell. The range is less than 3 meters.
Under 3 meters.
The alignment is
everything's still looking good. Good alignment.
Right along the roll axis.
Standing by for contact and capture.
Range is about 1 meter. We're expecting contact. The range rate is
contact. Capture confirmed. Docking confirmed at 4:25 p.m. Central Time, 5:25 p.m. Eastern Time. Progress has arrived at the Poisk module of the International Space Station. Docking occurring 260 miles over the South Atlantic.
We're waiting for next instructions. Copy.
And the forward docking probe on Progress now beginning to retract to bring the two surfaces, the docking interfaces, if you will, between Progress and Poisk, flush against one another for the initiation of the closing of the hooks on Progress. Once again, docking occurring at 4:25 p.m. Central Time, 5:25 p.m. Eastern Time, as Progress and the space station flew 260 miles over the South Atlantic.
Traction, and after that, we're going to perform the Toro deactivation. Okay, I am waiting for your for the traction. It's going to be about 8 minutes time. Okay, copy.
As we wait for the completion of the retraction of the forward docking probe and the relative motion between the two vehicles to dampen out, that will start the closing of the hooks for Progress to form a hard mate between it and the Poisk module. So the journey that began 2 days ago with its launch from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan is complete. 2.8 tons of food, fuel, and supplies being delivered to the residents on board the International Space Station. As we stand by for the final procedures to be completed with the Progress now docked to the International Space Station. A busy week lies ahead for the crew on board the International Space Station, the final week of activity for the Axiom 4 private astronauts on board. Once again, docking occurring just a couple of minutes ahead of schedule at 4:25 p.m. Central, 5:25 p.m. Eastern Time, as the Progress executed a flawless approach. All of the rendezvous milestones were conducted in perfect fashion. All of the pre-programmed automated engine firings to first raise the altitude of the Progress to match that of the International Space Station, culminating with a link-up over the South Atlantic just a few minutes ago at 4:25 p.m. Central Time. Back here in the flight control room at Mission Control in Houston, the Orbit 2 team of flight controllers led by Flight Director Heidi Brewer, watching over the final procedures to link the Progress up to the International Space Station. And we now have confirmation that the Progress hooks have been closed. We have a hard mate between Progress and the International Space Station's POISC module to complete today's rendezvous activities. So with all of that work having been conducted in perfect fashion, we'll wrap up our coverage of the Progress's arrival at the International Outpost. Again, Progress 92 delivering 2.8 tons of food, fuel, and supplies to the residents on board the International Space Station, docking occurring on time, actually just a few minutes ahead of schedule at 4:25 p.m. Central Time, 5:25 p.m. Eastern Time. So with that, we'll wrap up our coverage for today. We hope you have an excellent remainder of your holiday weekend, and we'll invite you to join us back here in Mission Control very soon.